Okay, so I really want to tell y'all about this car that almost hit us and why I consider this to be a miracle and not just a near miss. So we were driving down El Segundo and we were in a rain cloud, meaning a few feet back there was no rain. And I was just mentioning that to my daughters. I was like, you see how the rain can be encapsulated in a cloud and then all of a sudden it's not. So I always teach my children to, when they become drivers, when the light turns green, never to shoot right out. So we were at a light on El Segundo, maybe Van Ness, somewhere headed towards Vermont, somewhere between Van Ness and Vermont. And I I was, so like I teach them, the light turned green, and I took a moment, looked both ways, but it was we were in a rain cloud, just a pouring down rain all of a sudden because the rain had stopped around 11. It was around 11. So I went on, started to go. I turned. I was in the intersection. I turned and I saw this car flying. It was flying so fast that it was kicking up the water that was on the ground all around it. This car was already at my door, at my driver's window. It was there. You understand? I screamed. I said, ah! I turned back and immediately hit the gas harder to try to accelerate past it. But what I'm telling you is, I could not have accelerated past it. It was already there. I did accelerate past it. You understand? But I could not have accelerated past it. Even if I accelerated and inched up a little bit faster, it would have hit the back of my car. I got that CLS. It's long. I could not. It had to be God. It had to be a miracle. It had to be. You guys, y'all call me crazy all you want. There is no way in this, the way time goes in this world we live in, that I could have pushed that gas fast enough to not only push this car that was at the driver's window a few inches forward, but all the way forward to not even hit the back of the car. I accelerated. I immediately looked up into the rearview mirror and I just saw a bunch of smoke. I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear a sound. I didn't hear a crash. I didn't hear a scream to try to avoid us. It had to be God. It had to be a miracle. I want you to understand what I'm saying is I'm not saying that, oh, it's a coincidence. I'm not coincidence. It's just luck. It's just even that it didn't hit us. I'm saying it could not have missed us. It could not have missed us. It was already at my door. Not I looked and it was a few feet away and I screamed. It was already there, meaning, okay, here we go. This is my car. This is me. This is the car was already here. This is the driver's window. It was bam. I saw water. So if I would have sped up like I did, it still would have cut the tail end of me off. It still would. It had to be a miracle. You can't tell me God ain't real. You can't tell me that God don't intervene. You can't tell me that miracles do not happen. It is a miracle that that car did not hit us. Do you understand? So you can't tell me that there is not a calling on my life. You can't tell me that my grandmother's prayers of praying the blood, praying to cover me with the blood of protection, me covering her, teaching me to cover my children. You can't tell me it's not real. But what I'm telling you is it wasn't normal time. Either the car slowed down or we sped up in not normal earthly time. Do you? That's what I'm saying. Yes, call me crazy if you want to. The car would have hit us. It wasn't back here. It was right here by my car already. I turned. If I would, and I hit the gas. Yes, I did, but I couldn't have possibly hit it fast enough for it not at the rate it was going for it not to hit us. And then let's just say he didn't. I didn't hear nothing. It was almost like I, I'm gonna cut this video short, but I'm gonna tell you something. God is real. Miracles happen, and you better keep praying the prayer of protection over yourself and your family and your children. And you better know, if I didn't know already that God left me here, this ain't the first time that I've been close to not being here. I've been in many situations where my life could have been taken. I was at the crab pit years ago in Inglewood on La Brea, and a man walked up and put a gun in my face. I was done. My legs were like rubber bands. I was running from him because he was trying to rob the crab pit. He stopped, chased after me. I write about this in my book. I fell on my back. He put a gun straight to the center of my head. I saw his eyes. He contemplated, looked, thought about it, and ran off. You can't tell me God didn't spare my life then. So if I didn't know, God keeps giving me confirmation that me, my daughter, whose life has also been in danger, my baby who's in the backseat who would have caught the brunt of that. Do you understand? You can't tell me that we're not here for a reason. You can't tell me that God don't intervene. And let me tell you, Lord, all right, I'm gonna cut this short, but I'm telling you, it wasn't a near miss. It was a miracle. It was a miracle. And miracles are real. Oh, Jesus. That's all I got to say.